The first of the little free libraries will be installed on the north shore of Kauai. Well, earlier today, before she left for the Hardwood Expo, Hazel Marie spoke with a best-selling author. Her name, Karin Slaughter. Karin's latest book, The Last Widow, is part of our Friday freebie today. Hazel Marie talked with her about her latest novel and what readers can expect.
We have been talking about this fabulous author all week, and as you know, you're going to get some lucky viewer is going to get this book, The Last Widow. But what better way than to talk to the brilliant author behind these beautiful words? I'm talking about Karin Slaughter. Karin, welcome to Good Day Live.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about the book real quick. When readers dive into this book, what will they find?
Well, primarily, I hope just a really gripping, good read. There's lots of twists and turns in there and some kind of scary things. And, you know, my job as a writer is to deliver a story that everybody loves.
I mean, each time you have given us thrills after thrills after thrills, and you keep giving it to us. I mean, what inspired you to even write crime dramas?
Well, I love reading crime fiction. That's primarily what I like when I get to choose the books that I read when I'm not doing it for research. And I love the stories have a beginning, a middle, and an end, you know, because a lot of so-called literary fiction, you just finish the book and you wonder what really happened in there. But also as a woman, you know, it's great to read about crime and violence, and it has something that we don't necessarily get in real life, which is a resolution. You know when you start a crime novel that the bad person's going to be caught, they're going to be punished, and people are going to live to fight another day, and that's, to me, very satisfactory.
Absolutely. It's nothing like finishing that last page, and you're just like, oh, that's how it went. That's how it goes. And you really take this on a journey. And even with some thought-provoking topics, how do you know which topic is the one that you want to focus on?
Well, for The Last Widow, you know, I was talking to a lot of people in law enforcement, and I have several federal agents I speak with, and I said to one of them, what's the thing that scares you the most? Now, this was 3 years ago, and I thought he'd say the opioid crisis or sex trafficking or something, you know, one of these big, horrible things. And he said, the thing that I am worried about on a federal level is domestic terrorism and white supremacist groups like militias and white nationalist groups. He said, there's another Timothy McVeigh out there, and it's just a matter of time before it happens again. And that was really chilling to me, because I remember what it was like when the Murrah building was bombed. I mean, and how horrific that was, and how it felt like such a betrayal, because I'm like you, I'm an American. I love America, and the thought that one of our own people could do something so horrific to us, I take very personally, and I wanted to write about that. And that was 3 years ago, and I was really thinking about the book for those 3 years as I was writing other things. And when it was time to tell the story, I thought, gosh, I'm seeing a lot of what this guy warned me about happening right now.
Scary, thrilling, but things that we need to face and dive in, and as a whole, as a country, we have to address. Before we wrap up, I have to ask about this awesome Netflix adaptation of your book. Did you ever think that you were going to get a show from your book?
Oh, it's crazy. And I was in California a couple of months ago, and I met with the writers, and I thought, how weird is it that something I sat down in my pajamas with my laptop and wrote a couple of years ago now is employing 100 people, and they're, you know, planning locations and casting and all that. It's just very surreal. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully we'll have it streaming next year.
Oh, I can't wait. And what I hope is that new readers will be introduced to your books because of the Netflix. I feel like it's just going to be a beautiful flow. But once again, thank you for just sharing your ideas and your stories with us. And once again, where can folks follow you all the time?
Well, hopefully you mean online,
yeah,
because in person that would be kind of creepy.
Just a little bit.
So my website's KarinSlaughter.com, and on Facebook you can see pictures of my cats and videos of me dancing.
Yes, follow you online, not in person. We don't want to end up in your book. Thanks, Karin.
That's right. Thank you.